Hey, hi, Angel here. Thanks for stopping by. I got a little quick 2 cents to say about batching. You can do so much more with successful batching, from cooking to homework to business to YouTube videos. When you put like with like and you take care of a bunch of the same thing all at once instead of coming back to it and back to it, much like Henry Ford figured out when he was manufacturing the first cars. When you batch things, you get 10x, 100x, way more efficient and more effective, you get able to do more in less time, with less resources. So let's take cooking, for example. I was just thinking about how I was going to try to get my son to have a couple little cooking lessons with me, as he's a young adult now and about to move out on his own soon for his first time. He moved out of my place a few years ago, but he's been living at his dad's. Now he's finished college. He's getting ready to make the big leap into the world. And I was talking to him about batch cooking and how convenient and cost-effective, time-effective it can be to spend 1 day a week or 1 day a month even batch cooking, like some chicken pot pies, some shepherd pies. I don't know why those came to mind, but foods like that are cheap and easy to make, tamales, and then freezing them, and then you can pull them out during the week, cook them up with very little effort, and instead of getting fast food, they're a little cheaper, a little healthier, a little easier, a little quicker. So that's one way. And I'm thinking back on when I used to tutor a friend of mine long ago with some math and reading, and talk about in reading how you chunk words or chunk sentences or paragraphs or ideas depending on your skill level. And in math, how you chunk numbers in order to do math more quickly and process. And I think this applies to just so many areas in life. The more you can put like with like in your mind, learn to chunk things is the name I like it, but you might have a different name. I'd love to hear what the name that you use is. Yeah, I like layering also. I multi-layer, not multitask, but I try to put like with like in a way with my personal goals. So, for example, if I can work out and clean the kitchen at the same time, that's a win-win. Or if I can get some outdoor time and some quality family or friend time at the same time, that's a win-win. Or if I can get some alone time and do some really great writing at the same time, or make some art, or work on my stonework, that's a really win-win scenario. So kind of chunking, that's an obscure example, but still in my mind qualifies as chunking, because I'm taking two or more things that fit one category and putting them together at the same time and getting more bang for my buck out of the scenario. So with YouTube videos, I am right now chunking some of my 2 cents, and I'm also doing some edit work, so I'm spending 1 or 2 days a week lately for many hours recording videos and editing videos, usually at different times, sometimes a little interspersed together, but usually I spend a big chunk of time editing a whole bunch of videos and then scheduling them for the week now, or especially if I'm going out of town. I just started doing this, but I learned that from some of the experts, and I was like, oh, that's how they do it. Of course, you have to chunk in order to create the kind of content that you're going to need to compete on YouTube, most likely, as things keep changing, as I'm sure you know if you've been paying attention or interested in YouTube success. Again, chunking is the answer, or layering, or parfaiting, let's call it. That's kind of a fancier word, isn't it? Parfaiting. I don't know. I like chunking too. Anyway, what would you like to call it? You get the idea, right? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Share with your friends if you find any value. I thank you for stopping by. I wish you peace, prosperity, possibilities, potential, and positivity.